I can tell you that preliminarily, I have my position that the officer made a split-second decision, a very difficult decision, no doubt. And people can sit back and argue the merits of what he did. And some people could argue he should have waited another 15 seconds or another 5 seconds. Other people could say they should have acted quicker. But here's the reality as I look at it. You had hundreds of innocent people in this area that were all potential victims of this guy, who is clearly not an innocent person. He's a man bent on a crime spree. And allowing him to continue really puts us in a position of having to justify, why didn't you do something sooner? Because my wife was taken hostage, or my child was shot, or something else. So this thing plays out. It can play out into something extremely violent and extremely bad for the community. And as it turns out, it's not one of those all's well that ends well kind of thing. I think that's too simple and too cliche to say. But in reality, everybody walked away from this, including the suspect. And if Officer Rapico doesn't take that action at that point, and this guy does continue to the business, officers are going to have to engage him, and they're going to end up in a shootout. And that guy potentially ends up dead because of that, or one of our officers ends up dead, or a citizen ends up dead. So, you can, as you play this out, you can extrapolate, Officer Rapico's decision ultimately may have saved this guy's life, because 2 days later, he's released from the hospital. Now, are we fortunate that that's the case? Absolutely. The guy could have very well died in that collision, but he didn't. And he's now behind bars in the Pima County Jail, awaiting to be tried for the crimes that he committed. So, our community's safe, our officers are safe, and even the suspect is safe and is going to stand trial. So, nothing's pretty about this, but in the end, you walk away going, very fortunate, very grateful.